I am just finishing my coffee out here this morning. It's so beautiful. Everyone is just chilling. I'm getting ready to tackle the Homestead area. I want to clear out as many of the seedlings that I still have in containers or things that I've been growing them in, because it's getting hot and there's just not enough water or not enough way for me to keep them cool during the day. So I want to go ahead and put them wherever they're going to be planted to acclimate them to that area, and then I want to clean that up. So let's go ahead and get started on that, and then I'll show you when it's all done. Today I have some work to do here back on the homestead. I just got these grow bags in. I've been waiting for them. There's 10 of them. They are this 15-gallon size here. I want to get my pumpkin started. I want to try a watermelon. I may be a little late on that. It's May. I should be okay. We get some things moved around. I want to reduce these seed trays and try to get things organized back here. So that's what I'll be working on this morning. Let me show you. This is, I believe we measured it like 16 by 6 feet, 16 inches by 6 feet. My husband built it for me. It's about 12 inches high or so. This is what I have in here. Well, that's an asparagus in a pot. I don't know how it's going to do it. It's his first year, so we'll see. But I did want to show you. I am so excited. Look at what we have here. My first bean sprouts. Yeah, so that let me tell you what's in here. I have some marigold just as companion plants. There are some green peppers that I overwintered from last year. There's actually 2 in here, and they don't mind being close together, so they will be fine there. I have let's see, what is it? Those are climbing beans, and this is a bush bean here in front. These are calendula, just as companion plants. There are down there, can you see them? Oop. That is basil. I have 3 cucumber plants, which I will train up this trellis, this lattice trellis. This beautiful brown thing here is shade cloth, because this gets intense afternoon shade, and when we hit 90s to 100 plus on those days, I will cover them. Tomato. This was actually a tomato start from the local nursery. More marigold. That is a Roma tomato from seed. That is squash. Another marigold and some basil tucked in there. And then a second artichoke. So this bed hopefully will give me some produce in the very near future. Let me show you the progress I made today. It's a little bright out here still. And those are actually artichokes, not asparagus. I did take the shade cloth down. We have a few days in the 80s, so these plants have been in here a while. They should be acclimated to the heat now. This is the fertilizer that I use on the vegetables, and I just fertilized this morning because, like I said, we're going to have a little bit of a cool down. But you can see all the seedlings are gone, with the exception of these under here, which are snapdragons, and they will be planted out in the fall. Try to keep them alive until then. Everything was cleaned up, made a little bit more room for the peach tree here. I got my, that is spaghetti squash and butternut squash. I got those in the grow bags that I showed you last time. started the weeding in here. Sunflowers have all been weeded. As soon as the basil gets a little bit bigger, it will go in that pot. 3 more tomato plants here. We've got all of this weeded. I didn't make it back here, but let me show you what I have growing back here. That is a thornless blackberry, straight neck squash. I have 4 blueberry bushes back here. They were just moved this year, so I'm not expecting that much from them. These are pickling cucumbers, and I built a little tripod trellis there for them. More blueberries. These here are dark star zucchini, and these were from seed. You can see the blueberries. You can see the blueberries are starting to turn blue, and I have the grandkids coming by tomorrow, so hopefully we can pick a couple. That is a bush bean and more blueberries. These are onions, and these will actually be green onions. So, and the sunflowers, this is what it looks like from this side. In these grow bags, I have red onions in here. Potatoes, these are both red potatoes here. I started a little bit late these russet because I had some russets with eyes on them, and I figured why not. This here is mostly all storage, but I do have under shade cloth my foxglove, and there are 24 6-packs that I started from seed, and I will put them out actually in the shade garden in the fall. Extra soil mix down there. These are my peppers, and I know I started them very late, but I already have some started, so this is like a second wave for me. Still waiting for the peppers to come up, but the tomatoes have started to sprout, so that's good. And of course, you know, this area will eventually be the rabbit hutch, rabbit area. My husband's going to build very similar to this over here. He's going to use a smaller gauge wire though, because we've noticed that Brownie can poke his head out. I think there he is. There he is. Hopefully we'll get chickens in another month. Move Brownie over and maybe even get Brownie a friend. So that is the cleanup that I did on the homestead section of the yard. Thanks for joining me today. I hope you're enjoying these kind of vlog type gardening videos. It's really all that I have time for right now. This is such a busy season, and I do want to share it with you. Next time I'll be working in the perennial bed. I'll show you what I'm doing over there. So that's it for today. Have a wonderful, wonderful afternoon, and I will see you in the next video.